Blessings, everyone. If you are new to this channel, my name is Patricia Lasky. Welcome. And for those of you who are subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. So today I have a prophetic word for someone. The Lord says, trust your discernment. There are a couple of things that I'm going to touch on, and the first one is that someone has been making excuses. The Lord has been showing you a particular person or a particular situation, and you've been making excuses, saying things like, oh Lord, but I've known them for a long time, or they're not so bad, or, Lord, what am I supposed to do because I'm comfortable here? Well, it's important for you to listen to your discernment because it's for your protection. And you don't want to get into a place where you don't value the gift by ignoring what's been shown to you. It's important that you follow what the Lord is saying to you or showing to you, regardless of who it is or regardless of what it is. Because when you refuse to listen by making excuses, correction is going to come, and the Lord is going to put you in a situation where you see what he's been saying to you is true, but that whole process is very unpleasant. And I made that mistake before of making excuses, because the people that were being shown to me were people that I really loved. And when the Lord spoke to me, I would make excuses and say things like, oh Lord, what am I supposed to do because they're going to think I don't love them or that I abandoned them. And I ended up, correction came, and I ended up being put in a situation where I could no longer make excuses, where everything that the Lord had been saying to me was now put in my face, and that correction was very unpleasant. So I feel that you have the opportunity right now to do what the Lord is saying, see what you have to see, and move according to your discernment, and not to reason it away or make excuses because of how you feel about someone or how you feel about a particular thing. To just follow your discernment and do what the Lord's been showing you. The second thing is reasoning. Reason is a big problem sometimes for people with discernment, because the Lord will tell you something and you begin to draw conclusions, because sometimes when the Lord speaks, he doesn't always explain to you why he's telling you something. But when you start to draw conclusions, it's like putting together a puzzle that you don't really understand. And it's important to know that when the Lord is speaking to you, you are in the spirit. But when you reason and draw conclusions, you are now in the flesh. And you also open a door for the enemy to come in and give you his own interpretation. So you don't want to reason. You don't want to say things like, oh, that's probably why they did this, and that's probably why they said that, and that's why I need to go over here and move over here. You don't want to start to reason and put things together that the Lord hasn't said. You should always ask him, why, or what's the truth about this, Lord? That's one of the most major things that you can do, is simply ask him, Lord, what is the truth about this, so that he can tell you versus you trying to put together pieces of a puzzle. That's how we find ourselves in trouble sometimes, how we find ourselves in error. We start to assume that we know why God is saying a certain thing, and then we go out, we move out based on our assumptions, and we deal with those people based on our assumptions versus getting the revelation from God and moving that way. Because when the Lord gives you the revelation about why he's saying a particular thing, then you're able to be wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. But if you reason and put pieces together, you are going to go out based on how you feel versus based on what God has said to you. So it's important not to reason and assume and come to your own conclusions, but just to simply ask the Lord, what is the truth about that? Lord, how do you want me to move in this area? What is it that you want me to do regarding this person, so that way he can give you the full revelation. So the first thing is not to make excuses, to follow your discernment and do what the Lord is telling you. And the second one is not to reason. Don't assume and draw conclusions. Until next time, God bless you all. We love you all. Talk to you soon.